Because every athlete deserves to be treated like a pro. Henry Ford Sports Medicine.
Talking about finances can be confusing, difficult, scary, murky even. But it doesn't have to be with Money Mentor by Michigan First Credit Union on your side. More than 90 years ago, Michigan First was founded on the principle of putting education first. Today, Money Mentor continues that tradition because affording the lifestyle you want isn't always easy. Check us out at MichiganFirstMoneyMentor.com or follow us on social media for tips, tricks, blogs, and videos today.
With the spirit of good sportsmanship, before we announce the starting lineups, we ask that you prize with the playing of the national.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Don Riddler Fieldhouse here on the campus of Lawrence Tech University. Get ready to start this Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference women's basketball matchup between your Lawrence Tech Blue Devils and the Saints from Siena Heights University. I'm Alex Johnson, giving you the call of today's game. The Blue Devils coming in after a 9-point win on the road Wednesday night out of Madonna to improve their record to 6-10 overall, 3-5 in conference play. Looking to try to build on this second part of the season after coming off the win on Wednesday night. Happy New Year, everyone. It's our first broadcast of 2023 here on the LTU Sports Network. Talking with Coach Grace Howerton just before the game today. They learned a lot over the holiday break, playing some non-conference games. They played a tough game last Friday against St. Xavier on the road, where they lost by single digits. But they came back refocused, retooled, and looking to play some of their best basketball like they showed on Wednesday out of Madonna, and looking to continue against a very tough Saints team here today. The Saints coming in 13-3 overall, 6-2 in WAC play, coming off a blowout win against U of M Dearborn at home for them. They were led by multiple players, one of them being their senior guard from Grand Rapids, Shakaya Parker, who scored her 1,000th career point as in the Saints uniform, and also had a career game and was also a key contributor to the win on Wednesday for them. It's a junior guard, also from Grand Rapids, Kayla Hinton, had 27 points in that game. Well, it's going to be a tough matchup for the Blue Devils. always against a very talented Siena Heights Saints team. Taking a look at the starting lineups first for the Saints. You got the guard, Kayla Hinton, as well as Shakaya Parker. In the backcourt, you got Ava Elcock as well. Ava Elcock as well as Deanna Wan in the 3-4 spots, and Peyton Banks being in the 5. And the Blue Devils have Kendall Fischel at point, along with Maggie Long and Julia Hu as the other guards, and Gabby Goff and Jade Ferris down low. The Saints win the opening tip, and we're underway here at Don Riddler Fieldhouse. Saints have it at the top of the key. Iana Wan taking it down to the hoop over Maggie Long, and gets a little floater to go through, and that's how this game starts. Glad to have you with us here. Ferris at the free throw line. Gives it out to Fisher. Fisher from the free throw line jumper. Spins in and out. Ball's loose. Picked up in the hands of Banks. Saints moving quickly down the floor. Banks out to Hinton. Going down low. Ball loose. Alcock picks it up and in. Not the start the Blue Devils wanted, down 4-0 early on. Goff at the wing. Around, Long looking for Ferris, almost taken away by Parker. Fisher keeps control of it and runs into Wan for a foul over a minute into this contest. So the Blue Devils have it underneath. Long has to get it out. It's out to the top of the key to Fisher. Last foul was on Wan. 13 on the shot clock. Fisher driving to the hoop over a couple defenders. And then that one to go through. Banks gives it off to Wan. You get down the floor over to Hinton. Hinton circling around past Jade Ferris, off the glass and in. Hinton had an impressive game in the win over U of M Dearborn, where she had 27 points. A career high for her this season. The 3 by Goff is short. Kept in bounds by Parker. Saints have been in control for the first 2 minutes. Hinton kicks it out to Banks, open in the corner for 3 and knocks it down. And that's going to force Coach Grace Howerton to take an early timeout. Her team down 9-0 to the Saints. And this is not the start they wanted. It's an early timeout. To try to retool this team. Well, they had about 9.5 days off between their game on the 17th, when they last played on the 17th against Huntington University, before coming back to play their last game of 2022 against St. Xavier. So this is going to be a very tough matchup that Coach Grace Howerton talked to me about. It's a team that really plays a lot of motion offense, play up tempo, and very stacked from top to bottom. And have a really deep bench. We're talking about how this team's going to stop the Saints here today. Got Kate Jacobs in the game for LTU. Had an impressive game in their last contest. As that layup, she puts a little too much on. Saints have it on there. They're onto the floor. Wan out to Hinton, driving. That one's going to be off. He took a step first. So LTU will get it back. Kylie Beatty comes in for the Blue Devils. And then for the Saints, It's Jillian Gauso, the junior from Ida, Michigan. Beatty was in the starting lineup earlier in the season, coming off the bench, one of the senior leaders on this team. As the Blue Devils can't get anything going on offense, have struggled to start the game. Down 9-0 as Gauso's three is off. Banks gets the offensive board, a fresh 20 for Siena. Parker got it pickpocketed by Kendall Fisher. Going all the way, lays it up, lays it in. Blue Devils get on the board as it's 9-2 with 6.5 to go here in the opening quarter. 1 of 6 from the field. Hinton takes it to the cup, draws contact, and will go to the line for a 3-point play. Hinton, the junior 5'7" guard from Grand Rapids, a transfer from Indiana Tech. She makes it a double-digit lead for the Saints after the N1. Huey in the corner, goes out to the other wing to Beatty, not along. Blue Devils moving around. Fisher in trouble, looking for Long. Got a hand on there, gonna say it was off of Hinton. So it's 6:06 to go in the first. The Blue Devils will have 10 seconds on the shot clock to work with. The Saints are 5 of 6 from the field to start. The Blue Devils have it. Elbow shot by Fisher off the top of the rim. Saints moving it up the floor. Parker, guarded by Fisher, going out to Banks. Very talented player is Peyton Banks as she misses that three. The 5th-year player for the Saints. And Fisher going over to Beatty, but Beatty stepped out of bounds for the official. It's the first turnover for LTU. Down 12-2 early on, with 5:38 to go in this opening quarter. Hinton out to Parker. Parker driving, past Fisher, off the glass, no. Jacobs with the board. Fisher going on the fast break. Down low is Jacobs from Huey. Shot is up and in by the freshman Kate Jacobs, the 6'3" forward from Heartland, coming off an 18-point, 10-rebound, double-double performance against Madonna Wednesday night. Gets the second basket of the game for LTU. Tight defense by Jacobs, but drawing contact is the 6'1" junior forward from Saginaw, Olivia DeLong, as she draws a foul and will shoot 2. DeLong averaging about 16 points a game. About 56% from the charity stripe. She knocks down the first free throw. Get 1 and 2 there. It's now 13-4, Siena Heights, adding Nagel into the game for the Blue Devils. It was a wide decision not to touch it by Nagel as it was off of Siena Heights. Blue Devils will have it underneath again. Huey will inbound. Going to get some offense flowing as Huey's open from the wing, off the rim. Banks keeps it in bounds. Another board for her. Gelso on the other end. Too long on that shot. Now Kendall Fisher's going to slow it down. Nagel out to Beatty. Good move, Fisher. Thought about the three, decides to step in for a mid-range jumper and knocks it down. Had the open three. That's what the Saints were thinking she was doing, but takes a few steps in and drains it from the mid-range. A long three by Shakaya Parker's off. A lot of time on the shot clock. And she decided to pull that one up from long range. Jacobs got a hand in there. Hinton takes it away. Was looking for Gelso, but Fisher gets it right back. Fisher, stop and pop shot, and drills it from long range. A huge three-pointer early on by Kendall Fisher. It's a two-possession game. She's kind of in the motion. She's trying to quick and stopped it on that one. But Kayla Hinton answers right back with a three of their own. 16-9 Saints. It's a good start by Fisher, being the leader on this team. She had 38 in the game last Friday against St. Xavier in that 6-point loss on the road. Fisher with the screen by Jacobs, gives it to Nagel, driving down low, kicks it back out to Kylie Beatty for three short. Foul on the rebound, and it's going to be on LTU. 2:41 to go. Juan will come back in for Hinton. The Saints started on a 5-for-5, and then they've cooled off a bit, only making one of their last 6. The Blue Devils now shooting 4 of 12 from the game. Saints being a really sound team on the offense. Like to score a lot. It'll be a task that the Blue Devils will have to handle here today. 8 on the shot clock for the Saints. Tight defense. Gelso has to just pull one up. That one rolls in and out. Had some tight defense by Nagel. Lawn's back in. She's open in the corner for three. Off. Banks has been working it on the glass. Already 7 boards for her. And we're only in the first quarter. And we have a foul away from the ball. That's going to be on the Blue Devils. That's the 4th team foul. Trying to see who that foul was on for the Blue Devils. Looks like it's on Jade Ferris. That's her first. Miscommunication between Juan and Parker. Threw it over her head and into the stands. Saints averaging about 77 to 78 points per game. That's the 2nd most in the conference and the top 25 overall in the NAIA. Ferris down low on DeLong. Goff back in the game. Fisher has it. 12 to shoot. Gonna pull up for a shot. Kind of a difficult shot. Doesn't matter. Kendall Fisher able to get them to go down. She now has 9 so far on 4-7 shooting. A reverse lay-in by Iana Juan for a couple defenders. It's back to a 7-point lead for the Saints. 1:08 to go in the first. Goff, open, taking it to the hoop, take it off the glass. The Saints can slow it down here. Got off to a 9-0 start. Parker lost the handle of it off the grip of her fingers into the hands of Ferris. Long, open in the wing for three, in and out. Tough one there. Nagel gets the rebound. Got about a 20-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Fisher calling for a screen. Ferris with the pick. Fisher driving to the hoop. Draws a foul with 24.9 to go. And and they're going to say it was before the shot, so Blue Devils have it underneath. They'll now have about less than a 5-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Nagel has to get it off. And 5-second violation, couldn't get it off. Had a difficult time finding somebody open. Really wanted to capitalize on that for the Blue Devils. Now giving the Saints the last shot here in this first quarter. 18-11 lead for Siena. Hinton out to Parker. Top of the key, goes down, off the glass and in. 2 seconds left. Blue Devils trying to get one more shot off by Maggie Long, way off. And that's going to end the first quarter. The Saints started out the game on a 9-0 run, and they have a 20-11 lead over your Blue Devils at the end of one. Blue Devils got their offense going after getting down. Have been led by Kendall Fisher, 4 of 7 from the field, 9 points, including 1 3. Kayla Hinton leading Siena Heights with 8 points. But Peyton Banks has been working on the glass with 7 boards. This has been an important game for both of these teams. First time they play each other this season. As both teams talking it over. Coach Grace Howard playing against her former school at Siena Heights. Always a good time when they play against them. She played at Siena Heights for 4 years. A former player of the Siena Heights coach, Coach Sue Siljabeck, in her 19th season. It just means a lot for both of these coaches. And it's always good when they play against each other. It's always been a battle. The 2 times they play each other a year. Well, the Saints have got off to a strong start, but we'll see how LTU responds here in the second quarter and make some adjustments. So a lot to play for here as we're approaching the halfway point of conference play. Win against Madonna, they got some momentum back on a much needed win on the road and looking to get a win here against one of the top teams in the conference. Well, the Blue Devils will get it first to start the second. It'll be Fisher, Ferris, Jacobs, Lawn, and Huey on the floor. 3-point shot is off the top of the rim by Fisher. Banks has it. Going down low to DeLon. Ice pass. DeLon going to get it underneath. Second chance, no. Loose on the ground. Got her own rebound with the hands of Jacobs over to Fisher. It was a perfectly set up play, but couldn't get the shot off. Good mid-range shot by Jade Ferris, the 6-foot junior forward from Perrysburg, Ohio. One of the key leaders down low for Coach Howard's squad. Look at the 2013 game. Nothing but the bottom of the barrel by Shakaya Parker. An excellent guard for the Saints team, and she almost forces a turnover. Had her hand on it in there, but couldn't fully grab it and get the seal. And I think the shot clock reset when Parker got a hand on it. So we're gonna try to reset it. I think, well, they're keeping it the same. They're keeping it at 25. Coach Siljabeck was wondering if the shot clock should have been reset. Huey, a little floater, off the top of the rim. Blue Devils down double digits as Hinton drives. Looks like a foul with a reach in by Long. Maggie Long has improved a lot scoring-wise when talking with Coach Howden. She's done really well lately. The sophomore 5'6" from Wadsworth, Ohio, the finance major. She's done really well in her second year in LTU uniform as the Blue Devils get a turnover. Jacobs, nice move, nice turnaround with the hook shot by Kate Jacobs. 23-15. Parker going all the way off the glass into the hoop. Another and one opportunity for the Saints. Going back to Long, only had 7 points in the game versus Madonna, but did really well in the games during the break, including 17 against St. Xavier on the 30th of December. As Parker gets the 3-point play. She now has 8 on the afternoon. She averages about 19 points a game. Fisher from long range. Enough on it. Ball's loose on the ground. Picked up by Galso. Saints in transition. Parker a stop and up 3 and fills it up. Parker now with 11. She's heating up. And it's the largest lead for the Saints now, up 14 early on here in the second quarter. Fisher taking it herself. Not her own shot, not her own ball. On it back. They wanted to travel, didn't matter. Parker going up and in. And it's going to be another timeout by the Blue Devils. Coach Howergan talking over with the official, not happy about the play that happened down when Fisher looked like she got fouled there, but there was no whistle. It's now 31-15, Siena Heights over your Blue Devils here with 7:20 to go before halftime. Just trying to stay focused. It's a message here at this timeout. Shakaya Parker has taken over the second quarter. Now has a Baker's dozen of points. 5 of 7 from the field, 2 of 3 from behind the arc. And that's why she's one of the most talented players in the conference. She right now has the 3rd most points per game out of anybody in the WAC. And being one of those senior leaders in the backcourt is very beneficial for this team because it helps the players around her become better. A turnaround shot off by Fisher. Jacobs couldn't keep it in bounds. It's going to go back to the Saints. 31-15, under 7 to go in the half. Parker on the free throw line, guarded by Fisher. Hinton spinning. Oh, like she got the ball back. Wanted to travel or a carry. Didn't get either of those. Hinton drills it from deep. She now has 11. And she's been perfect from 3. Long. Out to Fisher. Fisher. Trying to find somebody open. Huey from the high post, no. Parker going to take it all the way, short on that one, off the backboard. Blue Devils got to take it one possession at a time. Long trying to do a little too much. It's on the rebound, Brooke Redmond into the game. It was off the back of Parker, out of bounds on the scores table. Gonna have some substitutions here. Bailey Stevens in for the first time. The freshman 5'5" guard from Warsaw, Indiana. Some action coming off the bench this season for LTU. Trying to make some adjustments and looking to get back into this game. Down 19 with 5.5 to go in the half. Tight defense by the Saints. Jacobs double teamed out to Fisher, 2 on the shot clock, off. Parker gets the rebound just before the shot clock expired. Gelso falling down on her knees. A wild shot. Fisher back out to Nagel. Mid-range jumper off the rim. Blue Devils can't buy a basket. Down low is Alcock. Ava Alcock, good defense. Nagel gets the rebound. The ball was just loose on the ground there for a second. Who wanted it? And Nagel got it into her hands. Good move by Kendall Fisher, take it to the basket. 34-17. Gotta make some stops now. Hinton, off the rim, in and out. Blue Devils have a 2-on-2 break. Fisher decides to go all the way. Euro step. No, gets her own rebound. 10 on the shot clock. Fisher to Jacobs. Underneath the basket for 2. A couple of huge baskets by LTU forces Siena Heights to take a timeout. 3:56 to go here in this first half. It's a good read there by Fisher to find Jacobs underneath the basket for the easy deuce. Jacobs with 6 points and 5 rebounds so far coming in off the bench. And we're talking with Coach Howard about her. She has really stepped it up ever since the break. And did really well in the game versus Madonna. Has come in with a mindset of doing everything she can for her team. And she's getting some valuable minutes here. Jacobs has earned her chance. DeLong comes back in for the Saints. Hadley Gratz, the junior from Carleton, Michigan, comes into the contest. Parker open for 3. Can't allow her to do that. Fortunate that one rolled in and out. Fisher taking it all the way off the glass and in. Kendall Fisher is riding this team. She now has 13, trying to take charge in this comeback. 34-21. Parker. It's past a couple defenders. Kind of fooled which way she was going. She has been impressive in this first half. Almost taken away, taken back by Beatty, gets her own rebound. Fisher has it, holds one up off the glass. Hinton looking for Parker. She got knocked down by Fisher. She wanted a foul, didn't get it. Instead it's a Siena Heights turnover. If you're the Blue Devils, you want to try to cut into this deficit as much as possible. Try to get it within single digits before halftime. Fisher out to Stevens. Not enough on that one from downtown. You want to try to find quality shots and take advantage of every possession. Peyton Banks down low. Tight defense by Long. Forces a jump ball. It's going to stay with the Saints. Peyton Banks, one of the key players last season, coming back this year for her 5th season. Peyton Banks was the defending WAC Player of the Week this past week. We'll talk more about that in just a second, as Coach Howard again not happy about that foul called on Jade Ferris. Thought she played her straight up. The official would think otherwise. Now Banks will go to the line, an excellent free throw shooter, 93%. Impressive, and a rare miss, and we got a foul on the rebound. Banks was the WAC Player of the Year, 2-time WAC Player of the Year. She won it last season and the year before. NAI All-American on the 3rd team. A lot of accolades in her career in the Saints uniform. So I got a foul called on Parker, 2:01 to go during this first half. But Banks has done really well and looking to close out her career strong as we got an offensive foul away from the ball. It's going to be on Beatty. So 37-21 is the score. The Saints up front. Hinton going down low to Banks. Losing her move past Jacobs, and Beatty down low. Her size and strength. Her size and strength makes it difficult. She bulldozed her way to the hoop. Jacobs on Banks. It's a lucky roll in. A little confidence back for the Blue Devils. Always tough to get one in the hands of Banks. Parker picks up her dribble, gives it out to Hinton. Lost the ball, gets it back. Parker at the top, 10 to shoot, steps back, fires, short. Stevens has it. 2-on-2 break for the Blue Devils, but Stevens decides to slow it down. Looking for a quality shot. Beatty just past the 3-point line, gets it in for the long 2. It's a good shot there by Beatty. They're averaging about 4 points a game. And one of the senior leaders on this team, was a key player last year. With about 27 seconds left. Wide open is Gratz on the wing. Not enough on that one. Loose on the ground. It's going to be another jump ball. LTU will take control of it with 21.9 to go, and they can hold it for the last shot. Want to end the half with a shot. And hopefully they can get some momentum back at the halftime break. So Fisher will run out the clock here with 6 seconds, looking for a shot. Steps back, and she was going to be called for a double dribble on the move. They're saying she picked up her dribble. As Fisher talked over with the official who called it. So Gelso will come back in for Gratz. 3.5 to go. Hinton gets past the timeline, has to pull one up. Good as it goes. And it's going to be well short. Didn't get any on that one. And that's the end of the first half. The Blue Devils are down 39-25 to the Siena Heights Saints as both teams head to the locker room. It was a good start offensively for the Saints. The Blue Devils starting to pick it back up, but they're down 14 to a very good Siena Heights Saints team. They look to make some adjustments here in this halftime break. Fisher leads LTU scores with 13. And Chicaya Parker leads all scores with 15 points, and Hinton right behind her with 11. The Blue Devils shooting about 35% from the field compared to the Saints' 47%, and only 1 of 11 from behind the long line. Something they're going to talk about here at this halftime break. Look to try to make this game closer here in the second half. We'll step aside for a moment. We'll be back for the second half right here on the LTU Sports Network. And welcome back, everyone, to Don Riddler Fieldhouse. Get ready to begin the second half of play. Your Blue Devils trail 39-25 to the Saints of Siena Heights. Alex Johnson with you for the call. Just getting underway as the Saints will get the ball first. Blue Devils got some work to do, down 14. As Banks has it in the corner with 16 on the shot clock. The three by Hinton is off. Juan gets the rebound. That one rolls in and out. Jacobs in the game to start the second half in place of Goff. Gets the rebound. Blue Devils looking to clean things up here, take quality shots, and take a one possession at a time. Jacobs over to Beatty. Beatty taking it to the basket. Too much on that one. That one goes out. Gonna stay with the Blue Devils. They're gonna say that last shot touched the rim. That shot that Beatty missed. The officials are talking it over here. And they will reset it to 20. Shakaya Parker led all scorers with 15. And we have a foul for the pass. So Siena Heights will get the basketball. That's the third foul on Beatty. Fisher, it looks like we have an injured player for the Saints. Goff will come in for Beatty, and Gelso will come in. And it looks like that's Yana Juan. And hopefully she's all right. We carried over to the bench. A couple of the assistant coaches for the Saints. It was on that foul on Beatty. That one off the glass by Banks. Hoping for the best for Juan. As she's being looked at right now on the bench. Back on the floor here, Blue Devils get it back. Jumper by Long off the rim. Saints have it here, Parker. Calling the play, takes it herself, in trouble. Out to Alcock at the free throw line. A minute 45 into this third quarter. Still 39-25, Siena Heights. Hinton taking it to the basket herself. Lays it up, lays it in. She now has 13. An impressive player, and it's a steal by Parker, a bunny. 43-25. An impressive player all around. Shoots about 47% from the field. Picking up where she left off Wednesday. Pickpocketed. Alcock off of Jacobs. Saints in transition. Kicks it out to Hinton. Down low to Banks on Goff. Losing her size and strength, but missed that one. Fisher for three. Kind of a pull-up three. A foul by Goff to get some subs in. Ferris and Stevens come back in. First foul on Goff. The four seniors on this team for LTU. Goff has been a really key player, mentoring the team in practice. Banks gets the rebound off the miss. And it's now a 20-point Saints lead. Been a long time since the Blue Devils got a basket. Ferris driving. Foul on the floor, going to be on Alcock. 6:40 to go. Take a look at the standings right now in the WAC. The Blue Devils. Look at it here. Look at it in just a second. Goff couldn't hold on to the pass. Parker to Gelso. Long pass by Banks to Alcock. There were a couple of LTU players. And it's an 8-0 run to start the second half for the Saints. And of course, this is an LTU timeout. 47-25. 6:19 to go in the third. And taking a look at the standings right now, the Saints are currently in third in the conference at 6-2. Right now, the Blue Devils are tied for seventh at 3-5 with Lords right now. And looking at it right now, the Blue Devils were picked fourth in the preseason poll. So we're looking here in this second half of the season to play up to where they wanted to be. They wanted to be in the top four. With a lot of the players they brought back from last season, a lot of the leadership. So we're looking to take this one game at a time. They did really well on Wednesday out of Manana. As Ferris gets the rebound to Julia Huey. We got a foul called. Huey's 0 for 4 from the field. We're just trying to find a way to get back very quickly. Fisher gets a lot of contact. Saints wanted to travel, but Fisher will go to the line. Look at, and they spent a lot of time during the break to figure out what they have done well. You know, they think they've done really well. They think, when talking with Coach Haugen, I think they're a well-balanced team. They have good leadership at the point. Beyond Kendall Fisher, you know, Fisher's been the senior leader and guiding the offense and helping them in every possession. But players like Bailey Stevens, Maggie Long, some of the other key players coming in that role. I think that's been their strong suit. I think the scoring has done well, especially their last two games against St. Xavier and Manana. So it's 49-27. It's going to be a jump ball, going to stay with LTU. As Nagel will come back in. Playing a team here today, second most points scored in the conference on average. There's a good pass to Kendall Fisher from three and knocks it down. Good pass by Huey. Gives it out to Fisher in the corner. Hinton on the other one. Takes it off the square. 51-30. 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. A long two by Ferris off the rim. Hinton, bounce pass down low to DeLong. Gonna get it off, gets her own rebound, and she's gonna go to the line. Second chance opportunities have cost the Blue Devils 7 offensive rebounds. Being out-rebounded 29-22. The Saints average about 9 offensive rebounds per game. The third lowest out of any team in the WAC. We're getting those second chance opportunities. One of the stronger suits is the offensive rebounding for the Blue Devils. They average about 12. As DeLong gets 1 of 2. Blue Devils get it around here. Jacobs posting up down low. 13 on the shot clock. Getting into Olivia DeLong and gets that one to drop. 52-32. Now you got to make some stops defensively, but Hinton continue where she left off in their game versus U of M Dearborn Wednesday night. Has continued to play strong. Fisher, difficult shot, a lot of contesting on that one. Hinton now with 19. 8 shy of matching her total from Wednesday. Here we got the board, but is fouled by Banks on the rebound. It's the 4th team foul for the Saints, second on Banks. Banks has 8 points. It's below her average, but Parker and Hinton have picked up her work, so they haven't put a lot of pressure around her to score. Banks down on the ground. They wanted a whistle. Even that one. As Hinton again decides to kick it out to DeLong off the glass and in. Long pass, quick possession, Kylie Beatty. Short range shot, 56-34. Hinton again. Too much on that one. Fisher kicks it out to Julia Huey in the corner for 3, off. Saints have a 3-on-1. Hinton going all the way. Good defense by Beatty. Made her rush that shot a little bit. Jacobs with the screen. Nagel. Loading one down to Jacobs, down low. Gets a hand in there by DeLong, and she's going to go to the line. Took a second. He's got to think quickly. But Jacobs just took a brief second to think of what she wanted to do. She forced DeLong to get a hand in there. And now she's going to go to the line for 2. Looking at the game for Jacobs so far, she now has 10 points on the afternoon. Looking to provide a spark off the bench for Coach Hourigan's team here in the second half of the season, and she misses both. That performance I mentioned on Wednesday was a step in the right direction of things to come. Looking to make an impact here in her first season in the blue and white. Another take by Shakaya Parker. Parker and Hinton have led the way. Took a lot of pressure off Peyton Banks. And then their leading scorer. It's a good compliment piece for them. And something they'll use to their advantage. As it's a nice take by Kate Jacobs again. She now has a dozen. 58-36. Abby Gratz back in the game. Boats one up and in. (60-36), a minute and 17 to go here in this third quarter. Cutting in is Fisher. 10 on the shot clock. Gonna drive it on the baseline. Didn't have enough on that one. Fisher getting it down low. You're getting it up there with Pittman, I should say. Since the Saints are in the penalty, Fisher will shoot 2. There's a good heads-up play. Hinton was just casually taking it down the floor, not paying attention. But the bright spot in this game has been Kendall Fisher. The senior leader has done everything she can. And it's been the catalyst throughout her time at LTU. It continues to be a corner piece, according to Coach Howard. That's just a good take by Brooke Redmond, the sophomore 5'9" forward from Lorain, Ohio. Gets her first basket. Maggie Long from the top of the key. No. Rebound into the hands of Hinton. They could just hold it for the last shot. 62-37, approaching 10 seconds left here in the third. Parker on Fisher, screened by Redmond. Driving, puts one up. They're going to call a foul on the floor, so they're going to have to inbound it underneath with 2 seconds left. That's the 4th team foul, so no free throws. Parker will inbound. Has to get it off. Gives it to Redmond. Shot is short. And now in the third quarter, it'll be a 62-37 lead for the Saints of Siena Heights over your Lawrence Tech Blue Devils. The Blue Devils will talk it over here at this break. Look to finish this game out strong. As we take a look at the upcoming schedule for LTU, they're going to be on the road a lot over the next week and a half. Their next game will be at Cornerstone in Grand Rapids on Wednesday night. A very much improved team out there from a season ago. And then they'll be at U of M Dearborn on January 18th, and then at Indiana Tech, one of the top teams in the country. They'll have to go out to Fort Wayne on Saturday the 21st, and then they'll be back at home against Concordia on Wednesday the 25th, back here at the Fieldhouse. And then coming up 30 minutes after this game is over, of the men's basketball contest between your Lawrence Tech Blue Devils and the Siena Heights Saints. The LTU men's basketball team coming off a huge upset victory against Receiving Votes Madonna Wednesday night, picking up a 73-67 overtime victory out on Livonia. That's going to be an important game to watch as they look to start the second half of their season on the right foot. So taking a look at some stats here for you. The Saints have shot 26 of 53 from the field. That's about 49%. The Blue Devils only 16 of 49, 33%. The Saints have done well from behind the long line, about 31% compared to LTU's 13%. They've out-rebounded the Blue Devils by 10, 36-26. The turnover battle has been really even. The steals have been even. They've gotten 42 points in the paint for the Saints as they get the ball first to start the fourth. So a lot of shots underneath the basket. It's been the story so far. Hinton from deep goes in and out of the rim. Ferris driving down low. Rush that shot. Foul on the rebound. That's a second foul called on Goff. Hinton up to the basket. It'll be an offensive foul. Jade Ferris taking one for the team. Peyton Banks will come back in. They want the Blue Devils to play till the final buzzer. Just looking to finish this game strong. And getting ready for the matchup on Wednesday against Cornerstone. Good take by Ferris. Couldn't get it to drop though. Gratz back in for the Saints. Parker on Fisher, out to Hinton. Blue Devils, a little bit of a zone here. 5 to shoot. Parker to the basket, to the shoot. Blocked by Ferris. She stepped out of bounds, getting the rebound. What a good play by Jade Ferris. Kate Jacobs comes back in. She's also been a bright spot here this afternoon. Some of the positives you could take away from this game. On Alcock, out to Ferris at the high post. 8 to shoot. Beatty down low to Jacobs. Hook shot is good by Kate Jacobs. And that went out to her total. Reverse land is off by Gratz. Beatty gets it across the timeline, looking for help. Fisher throws it long to Maggie Long. Mid-range jumper is good. Almost a backcourt violation, but Fisher able to hold on just past the line. Had to throw a baseball pass to Maggie Long for the open jumper. Parker off her foot, out of bounds. LTU is not going to go away quietly. So 7:23 to go. If they can make more stops, they can make this game interesting during the final few minutes. Fisher decides to drive in. Good bounce pass to Maggie Long. Couldn't get that one to drop though. Would have been huge. Saints still playing up tempo. As Banks with the 360 move into the hoop. 64-41. Step back three by Kendall Fisher off the rim. Didn't get enough on it. Hinton has it. Hinton, good defense by Beatty. Wanted to draw a foul, she couldn't. Blue Devils trying to hurry. Gotta be quick though. Beatty out to Ferris. Long. Thought about a three. Decides to go in. Gets it up and in and one. Good decision by Maggie Long. Thought about taking the top of the key three. Decides to drive it for an easier shot, but got some contact though, didn't matter. Going to the line for a three-point play and gets it to go through. 64-44, still 5:57 to go here in this one. Banks in the corner, drives down, opening, and takes it. Banks now with 12. Long in the corner. Tight defense by Parker. Beatty able to hold on to it. Fisher with a screen by Jacobs. Went out to Jacobs, ball's loose. Ferris has it, 6 to shoot. Mostly up, down low. And get that one off. Approaching 5 minutes left in the game. Parker going all the way to the hoop. She has been unstoppable here tonight. 21 on the game. Puts their lead back up to 24 for Siena. Fisher with the reverse, falling down, didn't matter. Fisher has matched Parker with 21. – 68-46. Stop and pop jumper by Fisher. 68-48. Coach Siljabek's going to take a timeout. 30-second timeout with 4:16 to go in the game. Still playing their starters. So not gone to the bench yet. And looking at for them, looking at the Saints' upcoming schedule, where will they play next? Have that for you here. They will go back home to the Siena Heights Fieldhouse back in Adrian. They'll take on Concordia on Wednesday night, and then they'll host Aquinas next Saturday, the 14th. Saints looking to be one of the top teams in the WAC this season again. Right there with Indiana Tech and Rochester. And Concordia has surprised a lot of people as well. They're up there in the top 4. So it's going to be interesting how that game will go. Approaching the final 4 minutes of this game. Parker out to Hinton, 3 to shoot, out of contact. They get that one to drop. Beatty has the rebound. Goff in the corner. Fisher, step back fires, no. Goff got a push on Gelso on the board. 3:32 to go in the game. You like that? Gotta like that LTU. Trying to make this interesting though. They're playing hard in these last 2 minutes of the game. 3:10 to go. DeLong. Oh, it rolls in and out, but he's going to go to the line. DeLong has had some chances at the free throw line. It's that one to go. Now 4 of 6 from the charity stripe. Splits the pair. LTU gains possession back. Jacobs in the paint. Got a block, gets it back. Fisher kicks it out to Gabby Goff in the corner for 3. Going to get that one from deep. 2:40 to go. The Saints look to slow it down. A miscommunication as Goff and Gelso collided. They get back up though. (69-48). Jacobs puts it back, puts it down and puts it up. 69-50. Huey will come back in. Jacobs with 16. Really another tough loss today for the Blue Devils. So in the final 2 minutes. The Saints started out the game strong and pulled away. But trying to make this game closer than it was, as the Saints were up 25. That was their largest lead at the end of the third. Banks with the reverse. One of her signature shots. Fisher out to Jacobs for the long two. No. Just gonna take their time here. No rush. They're just gonna dribble out the clock here. That one goes out down underneath. And a timeout will be taken by Coach Howerton. 1:11 to go. Gonna talk it over with their team. We'll see if any substitutions are made. Taking a look at it here. Not what LTU was looking for this afternoon after their win against Madonna on Wednesday. But coming in today against a very tough and talented Saints team is a tall task. Parker and Hinton combining for 40 points. And also Banks with another double-double, 14 points and 13 rebounds for the 5'11" senior forward. But you gotta look at the bright spots here. Fisher had a good game, 23 points and 7 assists. Kate Jacobs with her second double-double in as many games. Played strong here in this final quarter. It's something you can take away. You're going to play 3 straight games on the road. It's going to be a challenging road trip. And if they can look to win a few games away from home. Nagel trying to find Fisher, and she finally does, just to beat the 5 call. Huey for 3, and able to drill it from downtown. That's the first basket for Julia Huey here this afternoon. 71-53. Banks with that one to fall. Fisher to Huey again, pulling up from deep. Could get that one to go. Out of bounds. Nagel couldn't keep it in play. 35.2 to go. Lauren DeWolf, freshman 5'5" guard from Ypsilanti, checks in for the Saints. Gives it out to Hinton. Just see if they can just dribble out the clock. And they foul with 26.6 to go. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Look at the Saints. They were good. If I would just dribble it down to about maybe 4 or 5 seconds left. LTU wanted to get one more possession. As the Saints will go to their bench after these Parker free throws. Annabelle Gogol, Brooke Redman, Hadley Gratz, Lauren DeWolf, and then Cam Tripp will be coming in. Another timeout by LTU. That's their last timeout, 25.8 to go. So in a half hour after this game is over, we'll have the men's basketball game between Lawrence Tech and Siena Heights. It's going to be a fun matchup. So make sure to tune in here on the LTU Sports Network for that. And Lawrence Tech, like I said, coming off the big win against Madonna. And Siena Heights, they've gotten some key players back after a slow start to their season, but they have turned it around as of late. So make sure to tune in for that. Looks like we'll still have the 3 o'clock tip-off. Might be a little bit after, depending on how these last few seconds go. The Blue Devils will have it on the side to advance the ball. 25.8 to go. Nagel to Huey, gonna take it to the basket, lays it up, lays it in. A good finish by Julia Huey. As the Saints have it, they're gonna just dribble out the clock. As the Saints come in to the Don Riddler Fieldhouse to pick up a 72-55 win over your Lawrence Tech Blue Devils. They got off to a strong start and never looked back. The Blue Devils will take a tough one here this afternoon, falling by 17. But a good effort all around. Fisher with 23 points and 8 assists. Kate Jacobs, 16 points, 13 boards for the Blue Devils. The positives, like I said, you can take away from this. And then for the Saints, 22 points for Shakaya Parker, 19 for Hinton, and a double-double for Peyton Banks. Also is doing really well on both sides of the ball. With a difference maker here today as the Saints take the victory over your Lawrence Tech Blue Devils. The Blue Devils will bounce back. They'll be back to work on Wednesday night out in Grand Rapids, where they'll take on Cornerstone. To look to get back in the win column in that game and try to learn from this one so they'll be ready for Wednesday night's matchup. So that's going to do it for us here this afternoon at Don Riddler Fieldhouse. Our final score here, the Siena Heights Saints 72 and your Lawrence Tech Blue Devils 55. On behalf of everyone here at the LTU Sports Network, I'm Alex Johnson. Thank you for tuning into this women's basketball matchup here on the LTU Sports Network. And we'll see you back in 30 minutes for men's basketball between Lawrence Tech and Siena Heights. We'll be back here on the LTU Sports Network. Have a good rest of your day, everyone.